Welcome to Acugems Facial Rejuve, your source for the latest breakthrough in non-surgical facial rejuvenation. Renew your inner beauty. Presented by Acugems.com.
Part 1.
Acugems Facial Rejuve, a Western and Eastern fusion. Acugems Facial Rejuve was developed by a dermatologist and a doctor of Chinese medicine. It combines the principles of aging from a Western and Eastern approach. Let's start with the basics of facial aging. What causes aging? According to dermatologists, research shows that there are two distinct types of aging. One is intrinsic, internal aging, and the second is extrinsic, which is external aging. Intrinsic aging is usually determined by your genes, where on the other hand, external aging is environmental factors such as sun exposure. Taking a closer look into intrinsic aging, also known as the natural process of aging, it begins in our mid-20s. This is when collagen production and elastin start to slow down, so the skin becomes less springy. And also, dead skin cells do not shed as quickly, so the turnover of new cells may decrease slightly. The signs of intrinsic aging are fine wrinkles, transparent skin. You get a hollowing of the cheek and eye socket area. Your muscles start to shrink, so you tend to get more sagging. Dry skin may become very itchy. Inability to sweat sufficiently to cool the skin. Now, the external signs of aging that are usually seen as premature aging is caused by sun exposure. Also, there's repetitive facial expressions, gravity itself, and sleeping positions, smoking, eating habits, and even stress. The main concern in facial rejuvenation for most men and women is the onset of wrinkles. They're mainly caused due to the loss of elastin in the collagen layer. Collagen is a connective tissue layer that supports the epidermis, or the outer layer of the skin. Let's take a closer look at aging skin. First, let's start with younger skin. You have dense capillary beds, undamaged collagen and elastin, ample water-holding proteins, plus a very thick layer of subcutaneous fat, and adequate stem cells. Now, as your skin ages, you have fewer capillaries, fewer water-holding proteins, damaged collagen and elastin, thin subcutaneous fat, diminished follicles, and few stem cells. Taking a closer look into aging, we also have to consider muscle tone and the effect that it has on the aging process. Muscle tone needs to be addressed when facial sagging is an issue. Muscles of the face are something that we consider when we work with Acugems Facial Rejuve and trying to create tonification and also sculpting of the face. For example, for people who tend to look like they're constantly sad or mad and they get that drooping of the corners of the lips, you can use the buccinator to help raise the corner of the lips again. So that's a very effective technique to bring the corners of the lips back up. Here's a photo of a patient of Acugems Facial Rejuve where we use the corrugator and also a very specific acupuncture point, which we call Yu Yao, to help lift the eyebrow and the upper lid.